The Campbell Center is located in Glendale, California. We're in Southern California in the Lanterman Regional Center District, and we serve the unique needs of about 60 adults with various developmental disabilities. We provide 3 key services: residential through 3 group homes, supported employment, and community integration. Today, I want to talk with you a little bit about community integration and how we rose to the challenges of COVID with providing those services. So here's a shot from pre-COVID. Like many providers, our community integration program focuses on outings, getting folks out into the community, going to events, going to classes, volunteering, all those kinds of fun in-person things that they do. When COVID slammed us, we thought, how are we going to adapt? And we thought about what it is our clients are really going to miss the most. And this picture really shows it. It's the socialization, being together. They really love that. They love playing games at the end of the day as they're waiting for the transportation arrangements. And so we felt, let's see what we can do in that realm. So we created a new tool, and it's adapted to our new virtual reality. It's an interactive game board. So what we're going to share here with you today is a short 2-minute video with Adela Garcia with one of our associates, Joe. And Adela's going to walk Joe through the tool and show him how the game board works, and you get to be a fly on the wall and watch how that all takes place.
Do you want to play Hangman today, or do you want to go ahead and play tic-tac-toe, Connect 4? We can play checkers again. We can play the board game, and we can do the dice roll here, but I thought it was pretty cool to go ahead and have this one here.
Okay, good.
You can roll your dice here, and then it'll tell you how many times to move. I also have a new memory game.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, do you want to start off with that first?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Awesome. Okay, so let's start off with this one. Go ahead and choose a number.
Number 5.
Number 5, you got it. All right, another number.
Number 2.
Número 2. Oh no. All right, let's try again. 1 second, Joseph. There you go. All right, nice. Good doing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to block you.
Number 5.
Número 5?
Yes.
All right, you got it. All right. And then I'm going to do number 6.
Mine is a number 2.
Number 2. Oh, there you go. 1, 2, 3, tic-tac-toe, you win.
Yeah. Mine is a number 7.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. And you win. Good job, Joseph.
Yeah.
Hello.
E.
Yeah, good job. Apple. The word is apple. Oh, huh. All right.
So, I practice my voice, the alphabet.
I know, you're so good. You're getting so good. Good job. Joseph, I'm so proud of you.
Okay, so that's the video. And I'm going to hand it over now to Adela, who's going to talk to you a little bit about how we made this all work.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nancy. And I hope that everyone enjoyed that 2-minute clip of Joseph and I. So a lot of platforms were considered before we actually developed our Google Slides. Platforms such as Kahoot, House Party, all platforms that have some sort of interactive game within them. However, we found that these were going to be a challenge in the long run just because a lot of them required to be registered and downloaded to our clients' devices, personal devices. And if you don't have that technical support at home, then it was going to be a challenge to meet with them on a daily basis. So we went ahead and developed our interactive Google Slides, and these interactive Google Slides were piloted with my son, Matthew, and a lot of key components did come out of those trial and error sessions. So I'm going to go ahead and touch on them a little bit more throughout the presentation. Okay, so we're going to jump onto the logistics of the interactive Google Slides. So we did create a Google Drive just for our pastime department, just so we can have somewhere to hold all our interactive materials. So we went ahead and created a Google Drive. We then created folders for each of our staff just to ensure that we're maintaining each file as organized as possible. And then the interactive Google Slides that you're going to see in the upcoming slide, we just went ahead and duplicated them and added them to each of the folders. Now, each interactive slide deck includes a number of games to which I developed most of them out of scratch. However, there is templates out there that you can modify to each of your clients' needs. And a great thing about our Google Drive is that our staff was able to get creative. And now we have numbers of folders that hold our virtual field trips, hold our dance competition materials that we have. So just clean music that we play for them. So it's a great way to keep all resources together for each of our staff. Now, back to the trial and error sessions that Matthew and I had. One of the biggest components that came out of it is that he was getting mixed up with the Zoom links. So every time that I would send him one, we didn't know which one we were trying to really participate in. So that kind of led me to pairing up our Zoom account that I had created just for the pastimes department with our Google Calendar. So we went ahead and then, for example, here in the picture, you'll see that the session that's going to be taken, began is Hangman. So we went ahead and just did a reoccurring link for that specific activity. Then we went ahead and just selected our Google Calendar below to ensure that it's synced with our pastime drive. Now here's a really cool snapshot of what our Google Calendar looks like. So this provides our clients as well as our family or any stakeholders with not only the activity that's going to be held on that particular day, but as well as the host or the staff, the time, the date, as well as the Zoom link that they can go ahead and jump on the Zoom meeting with. Now, a great way to kind of get that calendar out is if you go to your settings and sharings and you do a public link that you send over to the clients and the families and stakeholders. And a really neat feature about this is that if you do any changes on the back end, for example, if a staff is out and you need another staff to come in and you want to go ahead and put their name, that will reflect on the calendar that you already had sent out. So no need to set a double link. Now, improvement on our Google Slides. So as we went ahead and interacted with our associates, we noticed that a lot of improvements had to be made depending on our associates' needs. But here in Connect 4, as you can tell, we added the 1 through 7. Tic-tac-toe, we just color-coded the colors, as well as Hangman, we just color-coded the vowels to kind of get that difference. A neat feature about this too is that if you have 2 associates in one session, you could always just have the staff be the moderator and ask, associate A, it wants to be red, and associate B wants to be the black tile, then really the staff is there just to moderate the interactive session between 2 associates. Okay, so introducing our remote services to our staff, we began by giving them a Zoom training, just touch on the important features about the host responsibilities, as well as the whiteboard feature, virtual backgrounds, just to make it as fun as possible, as well as a training on our Google Drive, again, just log information, keeping all the files as organized as possible, being able to share that link with our associates and the family and stakeholders. We did touch on etiquette guidelines. We want to ensure that as we're bringing a piece of ourselves into a piece of the Campbell Center into our associates' home, we're just keeping that same professionalism that we would in person. Again, we wanted to avoid any clutter in the background, especially as you're sharing your screen, just disabling your pop-ups, just to make it a little bit neater. We want to protect not only our clients' privacy, but our staff as well. So I hope this was as helpful as possible. I'm going to go ahead and turn it back to Nancy.
And I just wanted to sum up that we had several key takeaways with this process. I think we underestimated the tech abilities of our staff and our clients, our associates, but with the training, they rose to the occasion. We're really pleased to see that. We see this as perhaps a springboard where this platform can be used for more sophisticated kinds of interactions. This is really just a first step. That was kind of our immediate COVID reaction. We've done some surveys, and these kinds of virtual options are popular. About 80% of our associates who are part of this program want to continue it even once they come back to regular community integration kinds of activities. As Adela touched on, the staff training has improved our staff tech capabilities, which I think we're going to need more and more going forward, and their creativity. So we were able to build a team instead of just one individual creating content. So we're getting to that. And we feel it's been a win for person-centered planning and person-centered thinking because it's brought more individualized kinds of approaches for each of our associates.